All right, today in this suitcase, we're talking about what we got from the Impressions Expo 2025 and our first time ever going after 14 plus years. Well, let's go. All right, we packed everything that we got in this one suitcase. Shirts that we got from the expo. Let's pull these out and take a look. All right, also let me introduce my wife and fellow graphic designer, Cherie Parsons. And over here I got Tim West with Tim West Designs, who's gonna be my new apprentice, so I'm gonna be teaching everything from screen printing, embroidery, and all the stuff, and to help him do great things. So, what do you say we dig into this, guys?
Sounds good.
All right. So it looks like first up we got here is a 2X shirt with a Ninja DTF transfer on it. What do you guys think of this? It's pretty soft.
The shirt's soft. It's very lightweight in my opinion. Granted, I am biased towards more heavyweight stuff, but the print itself I was kind of surprised with. It's one of those examples of a smaller design on DTF being tolerable in my opinion.
Yeah, so it's wearable and comfortable.
Yeah. When you get like too big of a design, it's like too much space filled with the transfer material, and it kind of feels like you got a piece of cardstock taped to your shirt.
Yeah. For a smaller design, and DTF transfers, I think that's pretty good.
Have we? I don't think we've used this.
We have not personally used this brand to print on yet.
Yeah, I like the soft feel of it, personally.
Yeah.
I like the softer shirts.
So next up we have an American Apparel heavyweight tee.
Super heavyweight.
I think I'm gonna have Tim talk about this one a little bit because he's the heavyweight guy. He likes the heavyweight t-shirts. What do you think of this one, buddy?
Yeah, so this is my new like favorite if you want a true heavyweight. It's the American Apparel 9001. It's a 9-ounce fabric, 9-ounce. So it's really heavy. If you are like me and you think that the Comfort Colors heavyweight at the like 6.1 ounce, I think it is what it should be as a standard. My opinion, that's the thickness of what I think a t-shirt should be. If you think that's not thick enough, try this one out. It is thick. It's bordering on like a thin sweatshirt.
It totally is like a thin sweatshirt. I totally agree.
I like the detail in this, the ribs, crew cut.
So the only thing I have about this one personally is it's kind of boxy on me, but like
Same.
I want to love it.
It gives me wings that like pokes
Yeah,
out.
I want to love it.
Yeah,
It
so
might be because it's too big though on me.
that boxy fit, I've kind of noticed, for me, I don't mind it, but one thing I have noticed with that shirt in particular is I'm about 6'2". The one I got was a 2XL, and I'm not gonna say too short because I still wear it, and it's becoming one of my more favorite t-shirts, but it is a little on the shorter side compared to some of the other ones that I have.
Yeah, so go like this a little bit. Like, there we go.
See, on me,
Of course, that's.
this is a medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more of I think a male shirt.
But chime in, leave a comment below.
But I like the
what's the
heaviness
trend?
of it.
Yeah.
I like the heaviness of it.
It does feel good.
That's
so.
a nice shirt for, getting into springtime. It's a little bit warmer, but not too warm yet. You're not in the summer. In summer, I think that would be way too thick.
Yeah,
personally.
it'd be a good work shirt because it's gonna be able to take the whatever you throw at it too.
Yep.
All right, so next up we have here is a fan favorite Port & Company t-shirt with a DTF transfer on it. These are, a little bit lightweight ring sprung cotton t-shirts, which are really soft for, Port & Company kind of gets the rep of maybe like the cheaper quality ones, but like they have nice stuff. So does Gildan. There's the lower line, and then there's some nicer ones you can get in Port & and this one feels really good.
Yeah, it does feel good. It's soft.
So, and let's talk about like DTF transfers, since that seems to be the show Long Beach 2025, and I even heard in 2024 was the option for decoration. So it was pretty much everywhere at the show.
Everywhere.
This is Tim's first experience with both screen printing and DTF, but everywhere we went, there was DTF this, DTF that, heat press here, heat press on here. It was by this printer. So yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the entire atrium was
that's
all
right.
DTF, wasn't it?
It was all DTF. So this one, like,
except for Ryanette's area.
yeah. Which,
oh, sorry, not the atrium. The atrium was Ryanette's stuff. There was another one.
there was the big fish
I
tank
can't remember
thing.
what that was called,
Yeah.
but yeah, the thing with the whales on the walls.
Yeah.
I think it was an auditorium.
Auditorium?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Auditorium. So we'll call it that. If you know, comment below. So that's what, like, DTF transfer on these shirts. They're slinging them out. Looks like it could have used a little bit more heat. I like personally almost a hand down. There's a lot of auto machines that were doing it and getting it done all right, but I personally
The quality control on the big machines, I don't know if they were really watching how the DTFs were transferring as they were coming off of the press. On this one particularly, you can see how the DTF is starting to peel off the bottoms. So I don't know if they were like catching some air as the press was moving and the DTF didn't get a full hit of heat. But that's something that we noticed on not just this design, but other designs that were being more mass produced, and that were manually hit, but they were through the automatic presses.
yeah, they were.
And so that is a concern.
So, like, hey, this works out perfect. So what we have here now next is the Lane 7 one. Shree's wearing that one right now. This one I did on the front, and this one was done on one of the Lane 7 booths where they just had a few heat presses, and this was done with a regular Hotronix heat presses like what we have here and what we're familiar with done by hand. I feel like the quality control, if you're going to use DTF instead of a automatic machine, definitely seems to look better. Everything's pressed down. I am a firm believer that a double hit and then throwing some canvas over the top of it makes it look more like screen printing, softens it a little bit better. The quality just looks done right and well. So I don't know, guys, it's like auto's stuff's great, but there's nothing can compete with, taking a little extra time and doing a good job of really paying attention.
If I can say something too about DTF especially, I think DTF comfort-wise definitely depends on the design. For example, this one, the one that Shree's wearing, and this one here, it's a more open design. There's less DTF as a whole over the entire design. So there's more open space. And the thing I feel like with DTF, like I said jokingly earlier, if you have too big of a design where all the space is filled in, it feels kind of like a piece of cardstock on your chest or on your back, wherever it's placed. Like this one, for example, there's a lot, it's a beautiful design. There's a lot of stuff in it, but but when you have too much of it, it's not, it doesn't move like screen print,
Especially
This
on the
one's
thinner
like that
garments.
too. Like this back solid piece right here.
So that's something I noticed that's kind of weird as well. I have that same exact shirt. I've been wearing it a ton. I haven't noticed it as much on that one. I think it's because of the weight.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
heavier weight. You don't notice
So,
it as much.
DTF on heavyweights.
Maybe something, if you're gonna go with a more full design, try and put on something heavier.
Yeah.
Just, that's my 2 cents. I think that might
Well,
work
that
a little better.
segues perfect right into this one. Here's a heavyweight Adidas shirt that we got at the, what booth was it?
It was SNS Act.
This was the SNS booth, yeah. That was that. Oh man, that was a happening booth. There was a lot going on there.
They partnered with Ninja on these transfers.
So got a little Ninja logo on the back here. Oh yeah, it says SNS right there. Come on, Aaron. Yeah, so this one with a heavier weight DTF transfer. However, it's a little bit big for all of us, so it's like a 90 shirt here, but I don't know, oversized tees are totally in. So yeah, and that one I believe would probably be a little bit more comfortable. It's pressed down really good. Was another one that wasn't done with an auto heat press machine. They did it right there manually with a Hotronix, and I think they nailed it. For that, it looks pretty good. So moving on. All right. Now looks like I got a pile of my favorite stuff. Is all the screen printing stuff that we did with Riley Hopkins and Ryanette. Like that's where I enjoyed spending most of my time. Not to sound biased, but I went into this business to be a screen printer and I still love it. And so it was a blast hanging out and making these shirts, getting our hands on, doing what we got into this business for. Handmade, hand-pulled screen printing is just my favorite thing. And what do you think, Trey? What do you think of that? What was your experience there at the Riley Hopkins stuff?
I liked that they have they had the live screen printing there. You could see how screen printing is done. And just the quality of a screen print, it's more breathable, it feels nicer. It definitely has a longer wash life than I think DTF does. It's just more flexible with you. It's gonna breathe better. And I think it's also better just for mass production. DTF has its place for like, smaller orders or things that have like just a ton of colors that just makes it a little more tricky for screen printing. So we believe DTF has its place, but screen printing is definitely the way to go, especially when it comes to mass production and quality.
I think if you're going to order shirts here from Parts and Designs, we're going to try to figure out a way to do screen printing first and then DTF for depending on if we have to or if it's a smaller order.
Or something you're not going to wear.
Yeah. Like, for example, kids grow up pretty quick. So, like, throwing DTF on a kid's shirt that they're going to outgrow within less than a year or a sports team or something like that, I think it has its place there for us here personally. So here's another one on an all-made tee. This was so cool. While we were hanging out and chatting, Riley took Sheree here aside and said, I got to show you something. And
that was really cool.
He's got this new really cool press, and I'll show you an example here in some B-roll of the, it rotates to 180 degrees, and you can screen print a halftone print like this one on press with one screen, and each one's a little bit unique and different and soft feel. It's normally this was fun.
And the reason why, because normally when you pull on a screen print, you're gonna pull from top
to bottom,
from top to bottom, or actually bottom to top, because the shirt's on there backwards. And so you can't pull blue into red, obviously, if you're going top to bottom. So the press board rotates 180 degrees so that you can pull this way and be able to get the blending of the colors in a horizontal direction versus a vertical direction.
Way to go, Riley. Nailed it. That's fun. I had a blast doing that.
So simple.
And another thing, I got to hang out with first-time screen printers, coach a few people on how to screen print, and that just brought me so much joy. That was a blast. Thank you. All right, here's a 3-color halftone, one that Colin at Ryanette, I think, designed, with some high fluorescent Wilfless inks that you can do on white. This has no white base coat, and it's got the bright orange and the neon blues, and a little bit of a purple blend in the middle. So this one takes some real skill on a manual press to kind of dial in the pressures to get those halftones to blend really well. It was a wet on wet print, but yeah, looks good. I love it. Great one. So let's see. Then we gotta go stop by the American Apparel booth where we got the official Shirt Show shirts for the event. And what's my favorite thing about this, guys, is it's screen printed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of colors. I saw the video. This was sweet.
That was something I was really impressed with, considering all the colors that are in this shirt that they did go ahead and screen print it rather than doing a DTF. I love that because
Kudos.
I have this same shirt. I've been wearing it like crazy. If you had that design that big on a DTF, I probably wouldn't wear it as much because that would be so cardboardy and like just
this
added
is
comfort.
Definitely a screen print, and I'm loving the like 90s cartoon vibes.
And here in Oregon, we're all about the Bigfoot, so that's awesome. So way to go, guys! Very fun. The official tee here. That was absolutely when I had to have this one. I got it.
That was American Apparel.
Yeah, so that was at their booth. Yeah, they said American Apparel sent us some free stuff that we won with their little app there, and we got mugs and all the cool stuff. So.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And this is one of their heavyweight shirts as well that isn't the super heavyweight.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And I like the feel of it. It's pretty soft and it's nice. I like the fit.
I would say it's more of like a standard, like your average weight t-shirt. Yeah.
So then even here we got the Hanes BVT pocket shirt right here from the Hanes booth. One of you guys grabbed this. I don't remember grabbing this one. So
I think Sheree got it.
I grabbed it. It's nice and soft too.
It's cool. We actually, Tim and I did a pocket print this week for a client with using the sleeve boards, which surprisingly after all the years, she's like, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Way to go, buddy.
Thanks.
Sometimes it takes a fresh eye to realize that like, hey, why don't we try something new? And I'm not scared to try something new. So what I appreciate this one as well is it has a screen print on the back of it. A really cool effect. It's got this halftone bowl on the back with their logo. Multiple colors. Feels great. Sorry if I'm sounding biased to screen printing. I love screen printing that much. Like,
Yeah. I like the shirt.
it's just a good quality. Yeah, it's got a good.
I didn't try that one on.
The Hanes Beefy Tees, I got their tags and lots of color selections. It's a great product. We've used it for a lot of those hardworking guys that want something that holds up for a long time. So Hanes Beefy Tees for the win for that. And then we got some more American Apparel stuff that was printed on the M&R booth. I actually enjoyed hanging out at the M&R booth too. They had a lot of really like top-notch, like crazy screen print stuff. Like I was blown away.
Massive machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some like medium mixing too going on over there. They had lots of examples on the wall. I wish we could have taken some home.
Hold that one up, Tim. Like that's another one of their prints.
That wash on that one's
It's
awesome.
a really cool distressed look that they got on this print as well. I grabbed this shirt primarily for the wash on it because I was thinking this would be a really cool shirt to print on. This is a Lane 7 shirt, which I was also really impressed by some of their offerings this year too.
Yes. Yeah, this shirt's a Lane 7 shirt too.
Yep. Well, I think we're gonna start working with Lane 7.
Yeah, we like the vintage look.
So what we have here is a Comfort Colors one that I got out from spinning the big wheel and winning this shirt. And then we got to pick our little patch, so we got the heat pressed on right then and there. So kind of cool to do a embroidery heat press patch, something new for me, but I've actually did a couple this week for a client on some hats and stuff like that. But we had two different ones here, guys. I remember Tim got one that had it was a screen print on the back. You know,
Mine was too.
I know the difference. I can tell the difference between screen printing and DTF. And then this one had a DTF on the back. And as Comfort Colors is a great comfort shirt. Like Tim can contest to that.
I love them. I'm wearing one right now.
That's his favorite tee.
Underneath this hoodie.
So the only thing is, oh man, dare I say it? The DTF ruined it for me. Totally ruined for me. I'm sorry, guys, that love DTF. I put this on and I can't wear it. It just rubs me the wrong way. I just can't do it.
It does feel weird.
No.
It's
Yeah, and it's just that subtle. I don't know. I maybe try heat pressing it again, see if I can soften it and revisit and tell you like, hey, it's not so bad. But I can't wear this shirt.
It is honestly the perfect comparison though, because Cherie got the same shirt with it screen printed versus DTF, and feeling the two side by side, it's just like comfort wise. Do you really want a piece of
plastic.
plastic on the back, on your back, or do you want something that's going to move with you and kind of breathe a little bit more?
There's something that's to say about like the way screen printing feels versus DTF. Yes.
Yeah. And again, there's a time and place for it.
Yeah.
We're not completely against it.
Nope, we do it. I did several this week. So like it's out there. It's an option, and we got to make it happen.
It's a great option for smaller things and cheaper things, and like the fire department shirts that we did. Yeah, screen printed the left chest and the back, and then they wanted EMT, EMS, all the different grades of first responders and whatnot in the fire department. And instead of setting up the press and changing it for every shirt, we just DTF'd the small.
Yeah, sometimes it's just more cost effective and time effective for the client. Yeah. So
definitely think there's a place for it to supplement screen printing, not replace it by any means, because it's just not as comfortable.
Screen printing is not going anywhere, and I'm confident in that. I love the work. I love the handheld feel that you get with it. You get it's something that you created, you touched. You didn't just hit print. You actually went through the steps to line up the colors, to press it in the shirt, to perfect the technique, which you're learning right now. And like Tim started working with us December 2024, and started kind of, what is it now, February going into March, and like his print edges are getting great. So like, good job, dude.
Thanks.
There you go. So
yeah,
you can do great things.
Yeah, so the expo is really nice to be able to like explore all the different booths and all the different companies that we could be working with. It was our first year going, and so it was really neat to see all the different suppliers that are out there that we can be using, and just meet some people in person and see them face to face, what was really nice. And they could walk us through the different features that they had. It was really neat to have Screenprinting.com and Ryanette there, and seeing the products that they use. And we're demonstrating. We are huge Ryanette fans, and so if you need any screen printing supplies, head to screenprinting.com and get your supplies there. They'll have ink, they have presses, they have dryers, they have everything that you need to get started, from if you're just starting out in your garage to if you're a really advanced printer doing really high volume. Link is in the description for them. We love them, and they're just right north of us, so we can even just drive up there on the day if we wanted to, which is great. They also have screen printing demonstrations there monthly, right?
Classes. Yeah, check the website, because sometimes it's not every month.
Yeah, they have a schedule of demonstrations that they do up there in classes that are interactive, where you can learn firsthand how to do those things.
Yeah.
And which is really neat, and so you can dial in your technique.
That's what was most fun for me, was to get to see everybody that we met on YouTube, that follow us on Instagram and or I follow, and just get a print alongside you guys. So thanks for being there. Oh man, that was a blast. So that was the most fun, and seeing all the DTF stuff was great. Meeting all the people, but just hanging out with fellow screen printers, rocking out to music, that's where it's at. That was so fun.
I've loved Hawthorne Heights since I went through my emo phase as a kid, and seeing them in person, it was great.
And to find out they're fellow screen printers.
Yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah. Dang. Which they just got a Rock Auto press, courtesy of Ryanette. Thanks for doing the show, guys. So
that was awesome.
Yeah, if you haven't been to the expo, highly recommend it. Being new to the industry, it was such a cool experience seeing all the different things, all the different equipment, all the different manufacturers of things, and I think being new and not being new to the industry and not knowing everything there is to know about the printing and the DTF and embroidery and all that, the thing that I could really lean into was the clothing aspect of it, looking at all the different
you did
distributors and manufacturers of the clothing and stuff, and that was interesting to me because even though I'm new to the screen printing stuff, I've worn clothes my whole life, well, most of it, so it was nice to see the different ones, and because I went in there thinking Comfort Colors was that shirt, that's my shirt, that's all I'm getting, and then I was blown away by some of the offerings from Next Level's new heavyweight line.
Oh my gosh, that was sweet.
Lane 7's heavyweights, my, super heavyweight American Apparel shirt that I love. It was just really cool because there's stuff out there that you may not even know about, but being able to go out and touch it and feel it, and then if they're giving some away, you can take one with you, try it on, see how you like the fit, and
bring a whole bag of shirts back to you.
Yeah.
So.
Also, size extra large. If you're watching this and you're one of the manufacturers, if you could bring some shirts that are bigger than a medium, that'd be great.
Smaller than a medium. I think I got this shirt and a tank top maybe in my size, and
I think they all fit me. So.
And so it would be nice to have some more things that fit us smaller people too.
There's lots of mediums and larges, and
I was good.
But I get it. I get why. I get why.
So,
but
that happens when people place orders too. It's I need some more medium, large, and extra large. So
you cover a more customer base with that standard medium size. But
well, I think that about covers it, right? Anything else you guys like to add?
I got it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your support. Remember, you were designed to do great things, and we'll see you in the next episode.